So this is what we're going to do today. It's a little table favor. I did these a few years ago and I had lots of people who asked if I would do another one and show them how to do it for their table, because a lot of people this year are using burlap and that old farmhouse style. So this is just made from burlap, and then I just went in my stash and grabbed a few leaves and things and a flower and a little cattail like thing, and I just put this together. So I'm going to show you how to put these together. They're simple and easy, and if you have some burlap laying around that you're not using, you can easily make these. Now I'm going to put the silverware in mine, but you could also, there's a pocket there, and you could also slip little gifts down in there if you don't want to put the silverware in there. You can slip little gifts in there and different things for your guest. But these are super cute on the Thanksgiving table. You can also use, a lot of people this year are using the buffalo check for their tables. You could also make these out of buffalo check. So you could just go buy one of those scarves that I think Dollar Store has a scarf that's just $1. You could buy one of those, come back home and make this with the buffalo check. All right, let's get into making this. So you're going to need a piece of burlap, and this is about 12 inches long. And then you're going to fold it at about 7.5 inches, just somewhere around in there. And now this burlap is sewn on each side. If you don't want that, if you want to fray it, you can just clip that sewn part off. Or you can get burlap that you just have to cut. But I just left it as is. I'm going to fray the top part and the bottom part. I mean the top part and this part. Now I'm just using some hot glue to put these sides down. Now remember, this is farmhouse, kind of rugged, rough, so don't try to get everything perfect. It looks better if it's not. So there is your pocket to put your silverware in. Now I just drug out some different leaves and things that I had in my stash. I actually cut this leaf in two because I needed to use just parts of it on both sides. So we're going to lay this down and just kind of put a little glue. Just going to start laying some things down. Now before I put that glue in there, I better put something on the inside to keep that glue from sticking my pocket together. Alright, I'm going to slide this piece of scrap paper down in there just so that I don't glue my pocket together before I start gluing all these little pieces on the outside. And so I'm going to glue those like that. Then I'm going to come back in with some of these little yellow and orange leaves. I'm just going to clip some of those stems off because I don't need that much of a stem. Put a little glue on the back of them. Put one there. One over there like that. Then I have just a brown leaf that I pulled out of my stash. We're going to kind of put him up that way, I think. Kind of like that. And let's see what else we have. I have no idea what this is, but it's just something I pulled out of my stash. I think we're going to stick that right in there. And we're going to cover all of these bases up, so don't worry about that. And then I have just a little brown flower. I'll cut part of that stem off. I'm going to put him right there. These you can do any way you want. You can do to match your decor, or you can just do them for fall. You can do these for Christmas. They look really, really cute for Christmas, and put little Santas on there. I may try to do a Christmas one for you. I did some Christmas ones last year. Now I took a piece of the same burlap and I cut it in half, and I'm going to cut this edge off that's sewn here. Okay, throw that away. And then I'm just going to fold me a bow, and I want it about that big, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be big enough. I'm just going to cut this excess off. And before I put it together, I'm going to go ahead and fray these edges. Now I'm going to save one of those strings back that I just pulled off of there. And we're going to fold that there, fold that there. And then I just flip it over to the front side, push up in the center, down on the sides, and then just fold those sides up. And just kind of make sure that you've got it centered, your bow centered up. And then I take the string and I just wrap it roughly around there. I don't tie it or anything. I just wrap it around. And if you pull it pretty tight, that will hold it until you get everything else on there. To me, burlap bows are some of the easiest bows to make because it's so forgiving. There you go. We've got that bow there. So we're going to put that down right there. And I'm just going to leave that string as it is up there. Come over to this side and put a good dollop of glue there. And bring it up just as close as you can to those bases there. The base of those flowers. Okay. Now we're just going to take a big button. I've got some of these big buttons in my stash, and I'm going to take that string. This is just how easy this is. I don't use anything fancy. I'm going to take that same string that I put on top of that I tied that bow together with, and I'm just going to pull it through that top and tighten it down, and then I'm going to put my big button right there on top. Make sure that I get it centered up. Press that down. There we go. Now you can go ahead and put some leaves and things down on the bottom if you want to. Let's see what that would look like. I might put one there. And one over here like that. These are pretty big leaves, so let's see. I kind of like that. So I think I'll glue this one down. And I'm just going to tuck it as close under that as I can get. And then put a little bit of glue on this one. And glue this one close. So that they'll kind of meet in the center there like that. Okay. Now let's pull this out. And your glue will be stuck a little bit to that, and that's fine. If you have a little mat that glue won't stick to, then stick that down in there. I don't have a mat that's this small, but that's fine. There's nothing that shows. It come right off, so everything is still good. And then I just clip the string right here off. Once that button gets glued, pull my flower out a little bit, and there you go. You have a place to put your silverware. Okay, so you can put your fork in there. Now my fork is a little bit extra long, so yours probably would not be this long. So you can get a fork that's the same size as your spoon. I'm sure most people's are. I just bought some forks that were extra long because I like that. But there you go. There is your silverware holder for your Thanksgiving table, or you can just slip some goodies down in there for your Thanksgiving table. Either way, this will be a wonderful gift for your guest. Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And don't forget to click that little bell when that bell pops up so that you'll be notified when we put up new videos. And we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.